Greetings, brothers and sisters in Christ. I'm recording this video today on 10th of April 2022 as my testimony. My testimony about Emmanuel Mugas. My name is Elena Vilkul, I'm an Adventist, and many know me due to my YouTube channel, The Last Warning, on which for more than 2 years I was publishing my translations of the sermons of Adventist last day events pastors. At the beginning, mostly, it was the sermons of Emmanuel. But I am also a sibling of Katerina Vilkul Mugas, the legitimate wife of Emmanuel. Being honestly, I didn't want to record my own testimony for a long period, but last events made me to do this. And now I feel the need to record my testimony about this man, which earlier I called brother, not only as a brother in Christ, but also as a close relative. This man needs to be stopped. The church should know the truth about him, so he will not be able to continue deceive our brothers and sisters and to destroy lives of Christian women. From time to time, I will look at my outline so I can give you the right dates. And also, just after my testimony, you will see the proofs in the form of photos of documents, testimonies of other brothers and sisters, and also some clips. In the beginning of 2019, Emmanuel and my sister Kate, in the eyes of people, God, and also in the registry office, got married. During 2 years, they were traveling a lot because of Emmanuel's ministries. And in March 2021, being in Australia, they had to leave each other because Emmanuel was invited to preach in USA, and since Kate's documents were not fully prepared, she needed to come back to Ukraine. After some time, Kate's husband started to communicate with her rare and ignore her. Unfortunately, because of the last day events which were transpiring at that time and coming COP26, we attributed this to his busyness. And in November of 2021, some brothers and sisters from UK contacted Kate and said that Emmanuel, which was in London at that time, was living with another woman named Sylvia. At the same time, another sister from Philippines, Donna, also contacted Kate and said that earlier in that year, in September, she, with Emmanuel, were together on a resort on Maldives. Now, I'm not surprised that he was able to deceive and seduce this sister also, because he is very good, he is like a professional in manipulating and spreading the lies about his wives and previous women. To shorten the story, I will not describe you the attitude and behavior of Emmanuel. At that time, then Kate tried to contact him and solve their matter, but in 2 words I can say this: he just left her as a useless thing. And I feel deep pain for my sister. While the matter of their divorce was still unsolved, on 24th of February 2022, war began in our country. You know, when you wake up under explosions of Russian bombs, you try to reach anyone who, as you hope, still hope, can not be indifferent and help you. So Kate called Emmanuel and asked him about some financial support so we could reach safer place. In the couple of hours, we got the answer. He was asking if I can delete one short video on my backup YouTube channel which I posted about him back in November and which exposes him. This is the only answer we got. But it's not the end of the story. Now I want shortly describe you what transpired on the Sabbath of 9th of April 2022. Just after my testimony, you also will see the clips from that meeting. As refugees, we were able to come to UK and some brothers and sisters hosted us. So as I mentioned, on 9th of April, we attended the Sabbath worship which Emmanuel organized in London, the last one before he leaves. So Kate could tell the truth about his iniquities and also try to reach him to solve their divorce matter. Because of the aggression of some people there, and also because of financial fraud of Emmanuel towards one of brothers which came with us, the police was called. But what I want to share you is about Emmanuel's behavior at that meeting. During that time, he didn't say even a word to his wife. He didn't look at Kate's or my eyes even for a couple of seconds. He was ignoring Kate. What is the worst thing? He was smiling almost all of the time and was covering himself with the phrases of the Sabbath of the Lord. And finally, he just ran away as a coward. I am saying all of this not because I want to hurt Emmanuel, but because such person cannot preach from the pulpit and position himself as the last day events pastor. No matter how beautiful he talks, how he can smile nice or cry in the front of the camera, how he knows Bible and the spirit of prophecy well, and how he shows the outer godliness in appearance, the spirit of such person cannot lead the Church of God in the right direction. I know what he will be doing now. He will position everything what happened as the persecutions upon him as the servant of God. And also, he will spread the lies about our brothers and sisters. I'm almost sure about this, unfortunately. Now me and my sister know that wolves in sheep's clothing we should expect not only from members of General Conference inside, but also from the ones who position themselves as that which proclaiming the truth for this time. But brothers and sisters, let the Spirit of our Lord be with each one of you, and I wish that you can make the right conclusions with the prayer. Maranatha.
Let's go and play clip number 4. Clip number 4. Listen. Go to clip number 4. Do you have that there?
Emmanuel, can you talk?
Emmanuel, you need to speak to
yes.
your wife. Okay?
No. Yes.
Excuse me.
Don't touch me.
The police is on its way.
The police on its way.
The police are on their way.
No, look, you can't come here.
The police is on their way.
You can't come here.
You just hey, reporter.
Let go. Let go.
Emmanuel, you need to speak to your wife, Kate.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Don't touch me.
I work with the police, yeah?
Yeah, the police are on his way now.
Look, you can't come here and disturb service.
We're
You cannot come here and... Let go. Let go.
God is the judge. God is the judge. You guys are doing Satan's work.
and God will pay you back.
You don't know what is going on. Emmanuel, Emmanuel, don't cover why Sabbath.
I know it is.
You betrayed your wife.
This is the Sabbath of the Lord.
We're all sinners. You cannot do that. That is wrong.
God,
Emmanuel, you're teaching
listen, it's the
about the
Sabbath of the Lord. I
Sabbath.
don't want to have this conversation.
No, we
It's the
will talk
Sabbath of the
today.
Lord. Go,
So
please.
why are you sleeping
Go,
with
please.
our women
Go,
on,
please.
when you have legal
Go,
wife on the Sabbath? Why? Emmanuel, don't cover yourself with Sabbath.
If you would like to have a seat, have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Okay, let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Just go.
Let's just sit
No.
Let's just sit down. Let's just sit down.
Out.
Let's just sit down. If we don't talk to them, if we don't talk to them, they can't talk back to us.
Disrupt the service. Stop
If
this.
we don't talk to them,
Look what you've done now. Listen to me.
Emmanuel, why you don't want to talk with your wife?
I took away my phone.
Emmanuel, can you talk with your wife?
Primary school. Inside, we're inside.
Emmanuel, can you listen to me? Where are you going? Emmanuel, where are you going?
Excuse me.
Where are you going?
Excuse me.
Not excuse me. Where is he going? Emmanuel is going out. Катя, Emmanuel уходит.
I don't want to.
You cannot do like this. Don't push me. I'll call police on you. Don't push me.
Don't video her. It's Carl's.
Hiya, my name is Merlin. Today is the 10th of April 2022. This is the short testimony about how I came to know about Emmanuel. Sorry, my voice is a bit croaky. I've just got over a cold. October of 2021, my friend invited me to a meeting. I had never heard of the pastor before, Emmanuel, obviously. We went and I was impressed with the sermon. There was a young lady and her son there. They were very friendly and her name was Sylvia, but we didn't know that at the time. The following week, we went to Birmingham for communion and a baptism. Sylvia also got baptized by Pastor Emmanuel. Pastor Emmanuel was meant to go to Glasgow to distribute some books, The Great Controversy, which he didn't buy, but he claimed to have bought. And my friend confronted him about that. And his retaliation was talking about her in a sermon and putting her Facebook page on his sermons, calling her a liar, which wasn't, because I know the full story. I was told in Glasgow that he was confronted about his girlfriend he was living with at the time while he was still married. As far as I know, the girlfriend standing by him because they're meant to be in a covenant relationship. What that means, I really don't know. So the brother was somebody I knew, borrowed him about 60,000. And they were annoyed about it because they realized they were conned because there was a billboard for 20,000. He pocketed that money and they had to take the billboard down. And the brother bought some laptops for him, and how can I put it? He didn't pay for any of the laptops or anything else like that. And because he was confronted about the covenant relationship, how he retaliated by doing a sermon saying that the brother was a terrible person. He called the police on him, and the sermon is called The Hatred of Brother Carl. And on the Sabbath gone, we was going to confront him because his wife was in the country, but someone had tipped him off, obviously, because he was prepared, because he had his trainers on, and he didn't have any of the laptops. So we've gone in. He's asked us to take a seat. He's not, and I'm seeing him looking at his wife at the corner of his eyes, but do you know what I mean? Not even acknowledging her or anything. So we were asking him, you know what I mean, that you're going to say anything. And a bunch of hyenas, I can't explain, it's like a bunch of demons got loose, and they were verbally attacking us, physically attacking us, and we didn't know what to do, really. So we was trying to defend ourselves. One of the brothers took one of our phones and he wouldn't give it back to us. So I'm trying to get the phone back. He's pushing me. My daughter had to pull him off of me, and he's put the phone on the table. So the person got their phone back. Excuse me. He's taken the phone again and he's not giving it back. And then he's sort of like trying to block our way. At this point, all this commotion, I heard Emmanuel say, "So, are you a Christian?" Twice he said that. No one said anything to him, but now I know why he said that, because in his sermon, he said, I asked the brother, was he a Christian? And the brother said, no, that's not true. And I've just realized no matter what you tell some people, they'll blindly follow someone. I'm not sure why, to be honest with you. So anyway, while all this was going on, Emmanuel slipped away. He sort of like went to hide. Someone escorted him. So me and Kate's sisters followed him. One of the sisters literally pushed Kate's sister and her phone fell down. And I'm sort of like trying to defend her. And then by that time, he's disappeared somewhere. So the police have arrived. Emmanuel, they found him, and obviously Emmanuel's denies everything, saying that everything was a gift and he's paid the money back. And to be honest with you, I'm just disgusted at someone that is an adulterer, a thief, a liar, and only the Lord knows what else he's done that we're not aware of. There's a lot of feed on Facebook. Sorry, on the live stream, he took that down because people were coming out with how he's been in a compromising situation with a minor. And all I could say about his members, their faces looks like they were demon possessed. I've never witnessed anything like that before in my life. The amount of names they called us, it was unbelievable. They called me a witch. And we were sort of like saying to them, this is the proof, this is his wife. And it's like, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I just hope that some young, because he targets young, vulnerable, impressionable girls. I'm just hoping that this video would stop someone else becoming a victim of his.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Carl Campbell, an independent member of the Adventist Church, not affiliated with the conference. And today is the 10th of April 2022. I'm here to speak about a man called Emmanuel Newgate. He's called himself a pastor from Amazing Word Ministry. And there's few issues I want to bring up that he claimed on the 9th of April that we attacked his members. We came there for one reason, was to bring Kate for him to speak to. Obviously, we have a video showing contrary to what he said. He said we attacked them. This is not true. We came, we were filming, and one of his members, which he apparently must tell to say he's a police, and he worked for the police, and then the other member attacked me by grabbing me and took my phone and broke it, because it's broken. Anyway, we forgive them. We have no animosity. We are people that we're supposed to be Christ-like, and we don't deal with that. Although things kind of got out of hand because of what went on. Anyway, we need to address a few things. What Emmanuel in you guys had done. You all don't know this, but we had first of all, he came to the UK for evangelistic ministry in Newark. That was cancelled because he said he had unforced circumstances and postponed. Obviously, he was in the Maldives with another sister, which I won't discuss that now, but he deceived us by telling us he was coming from the United States, which he wasn't. He came from the Maldives on the 14th of October to the UK. Myself and two other sisters went to pick him up at the airport, and we realized that he was not coming from America. Regardless, we want to address the matter of the funds that he's been taking. First of all, the billboard project that he said we're going to put out in the UK, which we did. I funded him personally plus others. I gave him in December 22nd. On 22nd December 2020, I gave Emmanuel Nunez 15,000, and you can see here to his PayPal account, to his Lagnier Nunez. That's what he has on his. You go to his PayPal account. It's not Amazing Word Ministry or Emmanuel. He has it in his middle name, Lagnier Nunez. Anyway, he got 15,000. That was the first to start at the Billboard project. And then thereafter, in February, he got another 7,000 plus, as you can see there. And of course, in the name of Lagnier, that's paid to Lagnier Nunez. These are funds, that's for the Billboard project only. Now, the Billboard project was started in February 2020 and it ended in August. We were driving across with Sister Sylvia and Brother Ricky in the car on the A46 where the billboard was, and I noticed it was taken down. This was back in October, unknown to us. So I said, what's happened here? He said, oh, it wasn't paid for. Now, he had the money we gave him, that's me alone, plus many others, to fund the billboard project. Now, this is a deception. How can we give him money to fund this project and it's not been funded? It's taken down. It's gone. It's no more. There's no more billboard project in the UK. And brothers and sisters, I want to let you know, do not give any more money because there's nothing at all about the billboard project. That's number one. Number two, I remember there was a video about the RV that he's supposed to be have to minister around the whole US. This was back in 12th of April 2021, last year. Now, this I gave him 5,500. It was a total of 10,000 for the RV project. Now he's been away from America for almost over a year. Where is the RV? Where is the videos of he said it's the other missionary are doing ministering work around in USA. We have no proof of that. This is God's money. We are giving this out of our hard working to support God's work. Not a penny. We don't know what happened to that, and accountability has to be given. That's number 2. There's another with a camera. He, when he came to the UK, I asked him about the camera. I gave him 7,000 towards the video camera. When I asked him, where is the camera? There it is, two payments of 3,500 each, twice, on April 2021. There is no camera. The camera he didn't, he said he had to leave it because, and then he brought another camera. £7,000 to do quality work for God's work, and there's no camera. That's 3. Now, he has been given money just from me alone. He's collected tens and tens of thousands from the various people around. I've spoken to a few of the members that get donated to him. But the thing about it, it needs to go towards his doing God's work, which is not. In total, in 1 year, Emmanuel collected from me 68,000 US. 68,000 total. We've got all the receipts. They're all here. All these receipts are total from paper to PayPal to his account. There's a matter of 2 laptops that was bought in the total 3,513, including the program for the laptops. And it was bought by me. My name is on it. These are receipts. The 2 laptops that he has in possession. That's 1, that's 2 receipts. Each in 1,400 plus the program. Now, the laptop is the Galaxy Book made by Samsung. I bought it and paid for it, and it was for it to be used. And police had got involved with it. The police questioned him about it. He lied to the police and said he paid me 4,700. Yes, he did. But that was for the tickets, for the airline ticket. Yeah, he repaid that back. But total he incurred over costs in the ministry was over 15,000, which I had to bear the brunt of it. The tithes and offering that was collected could not cover a third of the cost. So we ended up in debt, and he moved to another group in the UK. So what he's been doing is moving around and not paying the bills. He took money for the billboard, not paid at all to continue it. It's taken down because if you don't pay for the billboard, they're not going to put it, so it's taken down. And this billboard, if anybody want to go and look, it's on the A406 on the North Circular next to IKEA and Tesco. That billboard, which says prophecy fulfilling, is no more. So please do not give any more money to the billboard project to Emmanuel Newgrass, the Upper Midway. It doesn't exist. And finally, I want to say, because the reason we were at the venue was to take his wife, which he's denying. He doesn't even let his member know that he has a wife called Kate. And his sister Helen, they came to Ukraine to come and see him. And he is diverting attention. He has a wife called Kate, and he has abandoned her and living with somebody else. We know that because we went to him in Scotland with another sister who he was there and says in a covenant relationship. We have 4 witnesses. We were there. We saw them living together in a flat in Scotland. We are not here to knock him down, but if he's a pastor, if he obtained the office of a bishop, he needs to be blameless and not like a beggar. And he's he's the pastor scattering the flock. He is deceiving many around the world and using YouTube as a scapegoat to defend himself. We're not defending us, we are defending God. And let me tell you something, be sure your sins will find you out. If whatever is done in darkness will come to light. And my brother and sister, I say this again to Emmanuel, I love him. I do not hate him. He claims that I hate him. I really do not hate him. I love everyone. And forgive me if I came across wrong. because we all are sinners and come short of the glory of God. God bless you all and have a good night.
I'm recording this video on today, 11 November 2021, as a testimony. I, Katerina Vilkulnugas, am currently in legitimate marriage with Emmanuel Lanyunugas, who is the pastor of Amazing Word Ministries. After several months of our online communication, in spring 2019, Emmanuel came to Ukraine with an intention to get married. And he said that he was divorced with his first wife by reason of her adultery, only according to his words. I also asked him to show me the documental proof of his divorce with his first wife Tonya, and he did. And on 3rd of July 2019, our marriage was registered in Ukraine. During the time of our family living, we were traveling a lot, and because of ministering, we were in Sri Lanka, Spain, Greece, Italy, and Australia. Till today, Emmanuel is my first and the only man and spouse. The last place where we lived together for 1 year was Australia. In March 2021, we had to live in Australia and each other, because Emmanuel was invited to preach in USA, and since I didn't have my American visa, I went to Ukraine to prepare the documents for the visa. And in the time when I was in Ukraine with my parents and preparing the documents, my husband started to ignore me. With each week, our communication became more rare. In the beginning of November 2021, one person from Amazing Word Ministries contacted me and said that Emmanuel had announced about his covenant relationship with a new woman in front of one England group, and that they lived together in one place. I was totally crushed by all this information, but thanks God, my family, brothers and sisters, they are supporting me. That England Adventist group confirmed all the information. They also gave me the proofs and photos. The most shocking for me was the conversation with Emmanuel the next day. I was shocked that first time ever he brought up the topic of our divorce only after my strict question about his new woman. It's hard to believe that all this is happening in the life of the person who is calling himself the servant of God.
Hello, my brothers and sisters around the world. I'm Brother Carl, and this is Sister Nikki, known as my lovely wife-to-be in the near future. I'm here to bring some concerns to you in regards to Manuel Nugas of Amazing Word Ministry. The concerns are of adultery and money deceiving us with money that we've donated to his ministry. Now, sister, my lovely wife-to-be, can you explain to me what your concerns are as well?
Well, my concerns are basically is sort of like, I suppose, the monetary side.
Yeah.
But basically that so many people in the world are being deceived as to where the money is going, as we found out from whence he's come first to where we are now, basically. But that's not really something we need to go into at the moment.
Yeah.
That can be asked by people if they want to ask any questions. So we are willing to answer any questions that people want to ask us.
Yeah. And then most of all, what brought a concern when he's preaching, he seems to be preaching the word of truth, but then he's not living the life, especially the part of adultery. I've learned before with Kate, his wife, she spoke to us many times, and she still speaks. Kate is his present wife, and we learned this just after we found out when he was living with one of our sisters in Scotland, and they've admitted we went to him. We applied Matthew 18, and we went to him, and he was in denial of that he had a wife, and we then approached him. From the third, we approached him on the third, and you all went back on the fourth, and he was in complete denial of being in adultery. Now, the part of what we want to say that he admits that he is in a covenant relationship, and also the sister they admit that they're in. So what is that? They're basically wife and husband.
That's right.
So that brought grave concern. How can you have a living wife that is not divorced from? This is Kate, and he's with another woman in Scotland. He was here to say for COP26, and we had some other brothers and sisters that we went and spoke to him about this matter. But brothers and sisters, we are very concerned about this. And the last thing I said to the brother, this is people known as Pastor Emmanuel, New Girls, of Amazing Women, I said, brother, I love you, but I hate what you're doing. And the world needs to know this. He's a deceiver at the moment, deceiving me and many others. And I'm just here to warn you all. God bless you, and have a good night.